Hello, creative friends, and welcome to the Stampin' Squad. We're in the middle of the Quick and Easy Christmas card series. Today, I've got card number 4 for you. If you haven't seen cards number 1, 2, and 3, be sure and look back on my channel under the videos tab. You'll see them as the most recent videos there. This one today, of course, is quick and easy. Let's talk about what I've got. This is a piece of thick basic white cardstock. It's 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. It's scored in the middle at 4 1/4. This is a piece of real red cardstock. It is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then this is a really cute card. It's the star of our card. It is from the Reindeer Days Memories and More card pack. Let me just show you. In the current mini catalog, here they are down here, the Reindeer Days Memories and More card pack. There are 54 double-sided cards in this pack. Some of them are 4 by 6. And then some of them are 3 by 4. Today we're using one of the 3 by 4 cards. There's also 4 pages of stickers that coordinate with the images on these cards. So it's really fun. I've been using it to make cards. You could definitely also use this pack for memory keeping, to do your scrapbooking. That would be great too. So let me just show you. This one is the one we're going to use today, but this is what's on the back side. Isn't that adorable? These little deer are so cute. And I'll show you a few of the other ones. This Merry Christmas, and on the back, this little holly border. So adorable. Those little deer are so cute. So as always with Stampin' Up, when you've got these double-sided things, you've got to decide which side you want. The good thing is there's multiples of these. So you could end up using both sides or both images. All right, let's go back here because we are going to use the Christmas tree today. Let's see where to start. Let's talk about this piece of real red cardstock again. What I have already done is I've taken a piece of this and I have run it through my cut and emboss machine with this embossing folder. And let me see what it's called. The official name is Forever Plaid. And it's a really big embossing folder. You could do a really big piece of paper in here. Forever Plaid. And the embossed piece looks like this. So plaid is great. It's a great background for lots of cards, but I think especially for Christmas cards. Super cute. So that's already done. Let's go ahead and fold and burnish my card base. So we'll have that part done. And then I am also going to go ahead and adhere this piece onto my card base. So I'm going to grab my multi-purpose glue. And I'm not going to just drown the back of this in glue, but I am going to be rather generous because this is a 3D embossing folder. It does make some very deep embossing marks, and I just want to make sure that the glue spans the distance between my 2 pieces of cardstock here, and it holds it in place really well. So I want to press this down, and sometimes I like to use my bone folder, but I don't want to go across this embossed part. So I am just going to open this up, and I can just go over it like this. And there I'm just, spreading that glue to make sure I get a really good seal on that very bumpy piece of embossed cardstock. There we go. Now this one, I'm actually going to layer. And let me see if I can find my little white layering piece. Hold on, it has run away. Just a minute. There it is, captured it. All right, so we need to measure this because we didn't do that at the beginning. This one is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and it's just going to go right behind this just to create a little more interest in the image here. So this can be put on here. Let's do that. And I don't know if you can hear it. There's some noise in the background today. We are having some landscaping done. So they are really working hard out there, and that means there's some noise. So I apologize if that's kind of distracting in the background. All right, now I am also going to adhere this right on here. So sometimes when you're making a card, you want to keep it simple, but you want it to be interesting. You want to add some interest. And just the very easy way to do that is with layering. And I like the lines on this plaid. It helps me line up and make sure that I'm straight. Again, I just want to give that a good press and make sure that it's sticking well, that the glue is really distributed underneath there. So there we have that. Now let us make this fancy. All right, so let's do a little stamping. I've just got a little Christmas stamp here. I pulled out a bunch of stamps when I started doing these cards in the card series. This one happens to say love and joy. And I have die cut out some circles, and this is the Stylish Shapes dies. It's the second to the smallest. That's the one I'm using. And I'm going to use my garden green ink. So let me ink this up. And now I got to bring this down here so I can get over. Wow, I got messy, didn't I, with my ink? So I can get over the top of it and see if I can kind of get it centered in there. Well, that looks okay to me. I'm happy with that. There we are. Let's put that away. So this is just going to go on here. Now there's something else I wanted to do. There's a little star here, but it's white. And I noticed that here's a sticker sheet. This is one of the sticker sheets. I noticed that on the sticker sheets there are these stars. So I said, let's get a Stampin' Blend pen. This one is dark Daffodil Delight. I just thought we could color in the star with the Daffodil Delight like that. And then we will put it on the top of our tree. And right now I'm reaching for my reverse tweezers because this is a really small little piece. And let me see if I can get underneath it. There we go. Because sometimes with fingers, I find it a little bit challenging. So that is going to fit right in here, and it'll have just a little white margin around it. Now that is a sticker, so I don't need to put any glue or anything on it. Oh my goodness, it's so adorable. All right. But I don't think we're done with that. I'm going to also grab my Wink of Stella glitter brush, and I'm going to put some glitter on the star and make it pop just a little bit more. Oh my goodness, I love that. I don't know if the glitter really comes across well on the camera, but maybe it's showing up a little bit for you. That is really pretty. Now this needs to be attached. And I think I'm gonna pop it up with dimensionals. So let me just grab this sheet. It is almost done. I'm gonna, when I'm finished pulling out the actual dimensionals, I'm gonna go back and I'll cut these and use those along the sides for another project. You don't want to waste any of the dimensional leftovers, the frame. Not sure what to call that. All right. So actually, let's see. I'm going to put that right here. That seems like a good place to me. There we go. Love and joy, our little sparkling star. I hope that's showing up. You know what? I feel like I just want to keep going with this Wink of Stella. I'm just going to touch each one of these little red ornaments on here. And that's just going to put a tiny bit of glitter right on top of each one of them. Why not, right? We can never have too much Wink of Stella. There we are. Now those are tiny, so I don't know if you could see those at all, but I can see them. So cute. Let's put something on the inside, okay? Especially because this is white. I'm gonna grab this again, this sticker sheet, and I think I'm just gonna put a little gift on the inside here. Let's put that gift right there. And then there's room to write your Merry Christmas message. You could also stamp something on here if you wanted to, of course. But there you have it. That is quick and easy, card number 4. Hold on, I've got another one that I made. Looks quite different, but I made it in exactly the same way. I used one of those cards. I used this same die cut. I just grabbed a different stamp and I layered, and I used the plaid embossing folder, and then I wrapped some ribbon around this before I adhered it to my card. So the same but different. Oh, and this one has a little package on the inside too. So what do you think? Tell me. Quick and easy number 4. Is it quick and easy? Will you make some of these? I hope so. Also, I believe that the Memories and More cards were just added to the last chance list. So if you're thinking about getting those, I wouldn't wait. I would jump on the website and grab those. Down below this video, in the description, there is a link you'll see that says for project measurements and for a shopping list. Click here, and so if you click that link, it will take you to my website, and it will show you all the things I use for this card. All right, that's it for today. I hope I see you again very soon. We've got one more card, card number 5. It'll be up in the next 24 to 48 hours. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.